Want to talk about that one time with that girl
Fuck that bitch. Nah,
she kind of stank a little bit.
like I said, don't like her armpits stink.
And she knocked out some dude. Like she knocked some dude out. Bitch, like that's what you get for touching me, whatever. And then the guy's like this. Unstoppable. But now it's So yeah, we kind of calmed down on it, but whenever we were at our peak, that's whenever it got crazy.
Yeah, what is like one of the crazy things I remember?
It wasn't really crazy. It was just more the fact that we would always like talk to different people.
Some shit always happens.
Yeah. Something always happened.
Like if it's not with us, it's with somebody else, and we're there, and we're like, oh my god, like this just happened in front of us. Like
so like the weirdest one that happened was, you want to talk about that one time with that girl that met up with us?
Met up with us?
Yeah, the one that kind of just ditched us, and then we went to Chingon.
Oh, so bro, I used to have a coworker.
I don't know if you want to call her name, but
nah,
you don't have to name drop.
Yeah,
code name.
I want to. No, just
what if I want to?
If you want to, go for it.
Because fuck that bitch.
Fuck that bitch. Nah, she was just an old coworker of mine.
Yeah.
She was already like kind of crazy. Not gonna lie, like she's kind of like.
So let's set the scene real quick. So we had just gotten there. We had just left Poke Mahomes, which is the local bar that we always go to.
Yeah.
And then our first club that we went to was Ampersand, right?
Mm-hmm.
We went to Ampersand. This was early. It was early.
Yeah, we're there at some street pretty early.
Yeah, we were early. Went to Ampersand, and then as soon as we get there, this girl that he knew just walked up to him, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, this is early, and this was already grabbing
like,
it. And then after that, you can say that.
Yeah, we met. She ended up meeting us or whatever, and she was like, "Can I join you guys?" And I was like, I low-key didn't want to, because I was like, no, you're fucking
we didn't want to
crazy.
fuck up the vibe that we already had.
Yeah,
Yeah, because we're already having fun with like just us two. Like,
yeah.
But I was like, okay, I guess you can join us. You're pretty.
Bring attention
Maybe
to
help
us.
this dude out.
Right.
But no, yeah, we ended up going to like a club or whatever.
Damn.
That made it awkward.
I said that one.
They weren't supposed to laugh. But anyways, yeah, we ended up going to like this bar or club or whatever, and we had fun with her. It was like we were there with like, we went to like one club with her, right?
Yeah,
like
she was
bar.
cool. Like she was cool. We stayed at Ampersand for a while, and then we decided to leave because it was still early and it was empty.
Yeah.
she decided to go try out another club, and we went to the Bodega.
Bodega.
And then apparently she had connections there, right? Mm-hmm. She had connections there.
Like she knew the person.
She knew the person, but for her, she wasn't gonna hook us up or anything.
Come on now.
We were the ones struggling. She was just.
I struggled, bro. They didn't let me in. They let both of them in, but not me.
And he was the oldest looking one.
Bro, the security guard was like, he looked at my ID. He was like, "How old are you?" And I was like, 21. He was like, "When's your birthday?" And I was like, September 18. 2000. He was like, "What day though?" And I was like, "What day was I born?" And I just low key mean like I don't pay attention to things like that, so I didn't know what day I was exactly born. I was like, oh shit. I was like, I don't know actually. And he was just like, you don't know? How do you not know your own birthday? And I was like, I do. I just told him my birthday. He was like, not the day. And then I was like, bro, like, I'm sorry.
He was being a chump. He was being a fucking
like
chump.
An asshole for no reason.
He went on a power trip.
Fucking power trip.
I'm waiting there, and then she's already in the club. Like she just went off without us, and I'm waiting for him. And so I bought my thing, because at the bodega you're supposed to buy something in order to get in.
Yeah.
So I bought my thing. I'm waiting for him, but they didn't let him in. So finally, I tried to call the girl, and I said, "Hey, they're not letting Ben in.
Like, do your thing.
I'm just gonna go out there." She goes, "Oh, okay, well, I'll just go with y'all." And in my head, I'm like, "Fuck." Okay,
yeah, so we're just like, okay, like she came with us, whatever.
Yeah, at this point, we just accepted it or whatever.
Literally, like 5 seconds later, we're like leaving the place, the bodega, and then the club next to the bodega. She runs into some girl and then literally walks away. Like she walks to it with a different girl.
She ditched us.
We're just like,
she
what the fuck?
Us.
Because we're talking with her and she was like making conversation. And immediately she just disappeared. And we're like, wait, where'd you go? Saw her. Yeah.
Yeah, walking down the street. Apparently, she knew some of the guys that were next to the bouncer. She's talking to them, and then we're waiting for her for like a good maybe like.
Yeah, we're
minute and a half, and all of a sudden we see her go straight into the club, and then we're like, okay. So then we're like, all right, well, at the same time, kind of solved our problem.
Yeah, we didn't care too much. We were just like, that's weird. Bro.
So, we're trying to like bounce.
Yeah,
she bounced on y'all first.
Yeah, which was good. So, because the vibe we had was going good, and we're like, fuck it, we'll just go to Chingon.
So we were just like, okay, whatever. You know, she's doing her thing, we'll do our thing.
Yeah. So went to Chingon, and then as soon as we got to Chingon, we waited in line. And
the line was pretty. It was pretty long.
It was pretty long, and that's when we met a girl that had just got recently broken up with.
Ooh. That bitch used us to cut.
She used us, bro. So we're waiting in line. We waited for like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
And then we went from the back of the line to like almost entering, and then she just comes up out of nowhere and she talks to him, and she goes, "Hey, can I stand in line with you guys?
Can you let me cut? Like, I have some friends in there or something like that." And we're like, at first we were just like, and she was just like, "I'll buy you guys a shot." And then right when she said that, we were like, "Oh, a free shot."
Yeah, free shot.
Join us, come on.
Yeah.
got in line with us, and mind you, she's really pretty. She's really
She was really pretty. She was really pretty.
We waited in line with her. Immediately as she got in, she dipped. Like, she left.
After they patted her down, she fucking blasted
This was
off.
a different
she was gone.
girl. Which is okay, you know, she came back, you know, like, we let her cut, like, do your thing.
And then by the time we were about to get in and we're gonna get patted, the girl that had ditched us came back to us.
She found us.
She found us.
Shit.
And then she goes, "Oh, thank you guys. You waited in line for me."
She was like, "Thank you for holding my spot." And we're like,
"Yeah." We're like,
"What?
Bitch, what?"
Bullshit.
And then we just looked at each other, bro. We just looked at each other and we're like,
Why not?
I guess,
Okay,
all
I
right.
guess, sure, whatever.
So then we go in there, and then we found some of my homeboys, right? Found some of my homeboys, and we're talking to them or whatever. He's talking to the girl. And then now all of a sudden, the girl that was single that had used us and the girl that was with us ended up dancing on top of the fucking pole there.
Yeah, she was pretty drunk. They were both drunk.
They were both
The
drunk.
two girls that like were with us that cut and like we helped them cut, I guess. Like they were drunk together and they were actually dancing, whatever.
Yeah, they were actually dancing. And then my friends were looking at his friend and they're like,
damn, dude.
I'm like, nope, chill out, bro.
I'm like,
chill the fuck out, dude. You don't want to do that.
You better relax, bro.
Don't do it.
But then yeah, after that she got off and then he told her something like, "Hey, you can see your dress or whatever."
Oh, you can see she wasn't wearing anything or something.
She wasn't wearing anything.
Hell,
she wasn't wearing anything. And then
I
after,
was like, you should get down, you know.
Yeah,
get the fuck down,
like,
bro.
I'm looking at you, like are cheering you on.
There's a reason they're cheering.
Yeah.
That's
and then
fucking
all his friends were like, "Bro, let me hit her up," and I would like be like,
all my friends were like trying to get at her, and I'm trying to like she's giving them the time of day, right?
Yeah.
But she's giving them the time of day because she wants free drinks. She tried to get me to buy her a drink, which I did. I gave in. I bought her a drink, and then after she finished her drink, she got done dancing. She came down. She goes, "Hey, you should buy me another drink." I said, "No, I'm good."
We were on then that one girl that we like.
She was mooching off us,
I'll buy you
bro.
a shot. Like
Yeah,
we were like, okay. We were like calling her like, "Yo, it's a shot," and that bitch was ignoring us. Like I know that bitch was ignoring us.
She was heartbroken because she was barefoot. She had nothing under. She had a small dress, and she was shaking ass on the pole. So and then on top of that, when she was shaking ass, another girl shook ass on top of the pole, and then they're all the guys around are just fucking smacking, and then we're just there. We're just like, well, goddamn. But then we're drinking our drinks, and then finally, his friend had left, and then we just looked at each other. We're just like, all right, fuck it, we'll just party now.
That bitch for a second made me hold her bag, and I was kind of annoyed. Her satchel. I was like, oh my god. She like gave it to me and like started dancing. And I was like, bro.
It was an awkward moment, and then on top of that, she kind of stank a little bit.
Like I said, no! Stink, bro.
Like she kind of stank a little bit. She kind of stank a little bit, and then my friends were like, my friends saw how she was dancing, how she didn't have anything, so they're all like, "What's up, girl?"
So to anybody watching right now, fucking wear deodorant, bro.
Wear deodorant when you go to the
Wear
club.
deodorant,
especially if you're a girl, because I know some girls don't wear deodorant.
Like if you know if you genuinely stick that armpit, clean it. Clean that shit, bro.
Take some baby wipes.
If you're not okay, then you're
hygiene, man.
Hygiene, bro.
But then, so some of my friends are like, "What's up, girl? Like, let me get at you, or whatever."
They
wild. And I'm behind her, because the guy's right there, the girl's right here, and I'm behind her, and I'm like, "Hey, no, like, don't do that, bro."
She's just trying to get free drinks, but we're just like, no, like, don't buy.
And then finally, she kind of gave up because she was like, because nobody was buying her drinks, so she gave up and she left.
Because we were all like,
yeah. But at the same time, she fucking deserved it. She was using us, bro.
Yeah,
man. Our shit.
But I was more hurt in the sense of like we were really good like coworkers. Like she was like one of my really good ones. But I don't know. After that, just things that happened outside of work.
Yeah.
Like it made me see her as like not like you're not a good friend. Like you're not a good person. Like.
And on top of that, I saw her later on that night. I remember I sent it to you. I saw her later on that night. She had gone into a fight.
Oh yeah,
she got into a fight and she knocked out some dude. Like she knocked some dude out. Like his food was like this.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I can tell on the video.
She was like this, and the next you know, like the girl, she's like, "You bitch, like that's what you get for touching me, or whatever." And then the guy's like this. I'm like, bro, this bitch crazy, bro. Oh god,
damn, she had that drunk energy.
Should have bought me a drink, bitch.
Brought me a drink.
And then, I just wanted Dos Equis.
Bitch, Dos Equis $7.
Oh god, damn. For real, man.
And that's all she wrote.